I've never met anyone quite like her before.
Hello, and welcome to this 3-day Paris vlog, which started from Turku, where we took the train all the way to the airport, and then we were already in France. Bam! In any case, all the restaurants I'll be mentioning in this video will have gluten-free and milk-free options because I cannot eat either of those. I thought I'd just let you know if you want to note those for your Paris trip. We arrived quite late on the first day, so we just headed straight to go and eat. We left our stuff at the hotel room, but after that we just went to the nearest restaurant, which happened to be a very Parisian-style restaurant. Cafe bistro thing. Absolutely gorgeous. The decor was beautiful, the food was great. I mean, it wasn't a 5-star restaurant, but it wasn't supposed to be. It's a bistro. They had really cheap wine. Sadly, I couldn't take that because I had a migraine. But here is a tiny tour of our hotel room, which was just wow. The room was a positive surprise and it matched all the photos that we saw online. We also got a bathtub, which was kind of fun. I didn't use it, but Jay did use it a few times. And we also got a room with a view, which we had requested.
Hi everybody, welcome to Paris. It is I, Yasmina, your local mom friend, and this week's video I am in, can you guess, Paris. If you watched my last week's video, you would know. Why is this position so juicy? The noise in the background is the kettle. Is anybody surprised? Not me. I am so tired. I am so tired. It is 11 p.m. in Helsinki and 10 p.m. in France. I have a migraine, or like a headache that's starting to be a migraine, which is only because we ate so late and I'm super tired and just exhausted and everything, you know. Waiting for Jay. He went to get a burger because the stuff that we ate wasn't enough. This girl is ready to go to bed. Have a nice balcony view. I'm gonna show you that in the morning. We can't see the Eiffel Tower. I mean, we can't see the skyscraper, like the light that goes around, but nothing of the Eiffel Tower, but we can see the Arc of Triomphe from our little balcony, which is insane. Don't forget to subscribe for more quality content, and let's get on with the vlog. I'm gonna fall asleep here just for 2 minutes. Is anybody surprised over the fact that I went to the supermarket, Carrefour, and the thing that got me the most excited was not the wine shelves, you know, crazy amount of wine, but the tea shelves. Bagged tea when I'm a loose leaf tea gal, but they have verven, which we don't have in Finland. Other people might bring suitcases full of wine. I am bringing suitcases full of verven. I'll see you in the morning.
I've been out of my head, can't get out of bed. Too much on my brain, but got it good, can't complain. It's like I'm losing.
Good morning from beautiful sunny Paris, where we headed straight to Montmartre to find some breakfast in a nice spot where we could sit. Finding the breakfast ended up being more difficult than anticipated for me, and I just got some from the supermarket, which actually ended up being the easiest option for me for the rest of the trip. But we did find this free bench, which was kind of a miracle considering how many people there were, with a lovely view over Paris on the hills underneath Sacré-Cœur, which we then visited after the breakfast, both on the inside, and then we also wanted to go and climb the 297 steps up to the top of the dome. So we got a sporty start to the day thanks to the about 300 steps up to the dome, but it was super pretty from up there and you could see very far thanks to the beautiful weather and the Eiffel Tower for the first time. Yay! It was also very windy, which you will see in the next clips, but very pretty. A definite hidden gem in my opinion, because there were no people going up the stairs, or like 2 people, but considering how many other people were miling around the streets, it was kind of a surprise that nobody went up to the dome. So I really recommend going there if you are in Paris. We then obviously stopped for a crepe because we were hungry at this point, and then just strolled around the streets of Montmartre, found the pink house obviously, which was not as pretty now before all the greenery grows around it. And then headed for a lunch stop at the Chat Noir. After lunch, the last thing to see in Montmartre was Moulin Rouge for us, and after that we headed towards Germain and stopped at some bookstores and thrift shops, etc. And also went to see the Pompidou Center. I had this little map to walk around, or a book that we followed partly, and some of these were on the way, so we just followed the guide and also took the metro to Yummy and Guilt-Free. I'm waiting for Jay to get his crepe. I got a gouffre from Yummy and Guilt-Free, and we've been walking like most of the day, so I'm at least super tired. I don't know what we're gonna do still. Jay wanted to go to a jazz club. I don't know if we're gonna do that. And apart from that, I don't know, maybe we're gonna go and see the Notre Dame because it's like right next to this, and I want to go and do some shopping at Urban Outfitters. So, but now I will enjoy this gouffre. My feet were already so dead at this point, but I wanted to do some shopping because Urban Outfitters was quote-unquote on the way. Not really, but in any case, I didn't find anything there, but we did find some Finland symbols and a like local Neste is like our gas station. So weird. It is already 9 p.m. I had some of these to snack, switched my outfit, and now we're heading out to the Arc de Triomphe and to go and eat. We bought some wine, which was like €3.75, and it tasted like €3.75. Like, it wasn't the worst, but it wasn't very good either. Let's go and eat. We are at the Arc de Triomphe, as you saw, and there is the Eiffel Tower. Where did I lose it? She's over there somewhere. You can see her sparkling. Cute. We're gonna go up to the top and at least try to. It's supposed to be open until like 10:30. Let's go. I think Arc de Triomphe at night was one of my favorite experiences during this whole trip. We walked up the stairs. I thought there was an elevator. There was not. We had to walk up the stairs. I mean, there is an elevator, but it's reserved for like certain people or certain ticket type. I don't know, whatever. But the views from up top were magnificent. We could see Champs-Élysées, Eiffel Tower, obviously very windy, as you can see, but we also enjoyed, or we stayed to see the Eiffel Tower sparkle. As I said, because I thought there was going to be an elevator, I put on heels, but there wasn't, so I was not going to walk down the stairs in heels since I already had to walk them up. But in any case, we stopped at this Italian restaurant called Little Nonna, which is gluten-free, and I strongly recommend it if you're in Paris and want some gluten-free food.
I've seen you in a movie, I heard you in a song. Now I know that this will never go wrong. Like you already knew me, that's why we get along. Yeah, I know that.
Good morning. This morning we headed to a cafe where I actually could eat breakfast. I know, a shocker. This is called Azur Cafe. I took a rose cardamom latte and a banana bowl. Delicious, absolutely fantastic. After that we headed to the Rodin Museum and strolled around there. The weather was absolutely beautiful.
We can keep on going like we haven't seen the end. And living in a dream, but we're not pretending. I don't wanna wake up. No, I don't want it to stop. Never wanted anyone more. Falling forwards onto the floor. Feels like I felt this feeling before. I've seen you in a movie, I heard you in a song.
We're searching for a lunch place, and the first one that we found that I had marked on my map was actually closed. I don't know if it's permanently closed, but it didn't say anywhere else except on the fact that it didn't look like it was open. But this one right here seems to be open. It was closed. Luckily, Paris is full of Pokeball places where I can eat, so we just found the nearest one, which was really nice, and took ourselves some bowls, and I also took some boba tea. And then we headed back to the gardens next to Eiffel Tower to enjoy our lunch. The views were impeccable, and it was really nice to sit down for a while. Then headed to the Place de la Concorde with Metro, but the obelisk was actually still in renovation, so we just admired the actual square, and then headed to the park next to Louvre. Jay wanted to get a coffee and a pastry, but Cafe Kitchen was booked, otherwise it would have gone there, so we tried to find somewhere else. I also found these mini chocolate eggs, which were the cutest thing ever, but after that we split up, and he went to the Louvre while I went to meet up with Emma, who is a YouTube friend who I've known for over a year, but we haven't met in real life until now. It was so much fun. I'm so happy
that she had the time to catch up with me or like to come and say hi. It was so surreal to see her, and I at least had a great time. We enjoyed the sun and ourselves and catched up about everything and anything. And Emma was not the only guest on this vlog. So, as you just saw, I met up with Emma for a coffee. We know each other through YouTube, which is insane. She is the first YouTube friend that I've met in real life. It was so nice. In any case, I'm back in the hotel room. I did a quick outfit change because it's super cold outside. Jay is waiting for me at the Place du Trocadéro. We're supposed to go up to the Eiffel Tower. We're supposed to do a lot of things. I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm super tired even though I just had a coffee. I've walked like almost 20,000 steps again, but let's go towards the metro. Let's go.
Oh, I don't feel how I used to anymore. I don't hear from you like I used to anymore.
Hi, guess where we are? Eiffel Tower, baby.
Oh, call me back and tell me something new. From you like I used to. Oh, I don't feel how I used to. I don't hear from you like I used to.
Hi, sweetie. We just had dinner. I think it's the earliest one this time because we finished before 21:45, and I think the first day we finished at 10 p.m. We had an early dinner this time. Keep in mind I usually eat dinner between like 6 and 8 p.m. when I'm at home. We are trying to find our way to a jazz club in the Latin Quarter. There is the Eiffel Tower, big surprise. But yeah, let's hope we'll find the jazz club and that it's open. We found the jazz club just fine in the Latin Quarter. It was fun. We stayed for a drink. It's called the Caveau des Oubliettes. Very nice place, and they were insanely talented. The next day we headed back to Latin Quarter, but for a daytime stroll, and the first thing I did was buy myself some socks from Normal because I needed some. I only had stockings. And then we stopped by for a coffee before heading to all the bookshops in the Latin Quarter. First off, we went to the Abbey bookstore. Every single inch or centimeter in that place is packed with books. Next up, it was time to stop for a crepe, and watch me forget my intolerances for a second by eating cheese. In any case, we then headed to Red Wheelbarrow and some other bookshops where I actually found a book in French. We're gonna try and get into the Pantheon. We stopped by a bookshop and I found a book that was just released here, Joe Dicker's new book. We also got some post stamps and postcards that we can write today and send out to our family members or loved ones. I think the Pantheon also ended up being one of my favorites during this trip, and I'm really glad that we went inside it and didn't just admire it from the outside because it was humongous from the inside, and also it was nice to see the crypts of the famous people that have been put to rest in there. Is that the correct way to say it? I don't know. We then headed to the Luxembourg Gardens because I needed to sit down for a while, and then went to see the Emily in Paris filming locations. Woo! We found our way back up through the Sorbonne University, and then I went to get some food from Chipotle, my favorite place, which was literally next to the crepe place that we went by earlier, but I hadn't noticed it. We enjoyed our lunch by lovely sunny Seine, and then headed to get some bubble tea before I went to Sephora to buy myself a new lip gloss by none other than Rihanna herself, Fenty Beauty, because we don't have that in Finland, and let me tell you, it's the best lip gloss I've ever purchased. We also did a quick stop at the Notre Dame Cathedral, and I was actually happy it was in renovation because that meant that I didn't have to do any more walking and could just admire her from the outside. Our Parisian bookshop tour continued with none other than Shakespeare and Company, which I didn't realize that there was going to be a literal queue outside, but it was so worth the wait. I absolutely love the place, and it fed my basic white girlness. Obviously, I bought a tote bag. I'm waiting for Jay to get his macarons. Actually, I'm getting one too, even though I'm not supposed to eat them. But, of course, when in France, you have to. We also stopped at Shakespeare. Both got a book. We're going to the hotel after this because I need to change my outfit. It's way too cold. I already stole Jay's sweater because he didn't need it, and I was freezing. It's the last evening. I'm supposed to be doing some packing, but I'm gonna go and enjoy my Panadol hot on the balcony. In any case, I'm gonna enjoy this on the balcony and pack and go to bed. Cheers!
Why does my posture suck this bad? In the morning, I wrote some postcards before leaving the hotel. Jay had his breakfast in the hotel, and actually so did I. But we then headed for a early lunch because we had to leave to the airport already at 12 p.m. I wanted to do a little haul of all the stuff that I got from Paris, which is not a lot, but still. First of all, this tote bag, obviously, because I need to fuel my basic bee energy from time to time, because I am a basic bee in the core. What a better way to do it than this tote bag. Additionally, I fuel my basic bee by buying a book that everybody's been talking about, so The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Is anybody surprised? Not me. To go with that, I actually also found in one of the tourist shops this Paris bookmark, which is absolutely adorable. I love this so much. These kind of souvenirs are my favorite ones. Also got a card from Shakespeare & Company, which is absolutely stunning. I normally send myself a postcard from places where I go, but I already had bought a postcard for that purpose. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this card yet, but it's very pretty. All of these kind of accidentally color matched. This is red, the cards were red, which you just saw. I of course bought some more French chocolate at the airport from L'Adidas, an all dark assortment. More chocolates, but these are for Jay. And I bought some tea, which is the only one that doesn't suit the theme. Of course, I'm bringing verveine. It really says it there, verveine. A fridge magnet, or we bought one together with Jay, and this is going to his apartment because he literally has like one fridge magnet. I had this idea that we would buy champagne and go and drink it on the Seine, but I got sick. Of course, I had to bring some champagne because it's so much cheaper in France than in Finland. This costs like over 60 euros here in Finland, and it was only like 40 something at the airport. This girl is happy. It's my favorite champagne. Lastly, I got the Fenty lip gloss, which I'm currently wearing in the shade Fussy. Love the shade. So good. That was it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a big thumbs up as usual, and don't forget to subscribe for more quality content if you enjoyed this. If you're all the way here, comment out crying emojis because you are royalty for sticking all the way until the end. See what I did there? And you can follow me on social media at jasusstories. And I also have a podcast, which you should definitely check out, called Montmartre Hotline. You can find it wherever you listen to your podcasts. Here's some other content that you can watch until then, and see you next Monday. Bye!